How y'all doing? If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. We are on part 3 of the town-wide yard sale. Hopefully there's not a part 4, but I can't guarantee anything, so I'll get into it. This is from Blaze and the Monster Machines. This is a very popular series. They made almost all the toys in 2014, though, so they sell robustly online. So Crushers, I have a bunch of. They don't sell quite as robustly as Blaze, the protagonist. So I'm just going to add to his listing, so I know we got it. But this one I've never seen. It's a Blaze variant. I don't know if he's supposed to be a scorpion or a dragon, but this could be a good one because the variant stuff, because the show didn't take off until later, I suspect may be pretty valuable. So jump over to here. Blaze the Monster Machines 2014. So we got the standard Blazes here. So we'll try Scorpion. I'm just guessing. I don't recall seeing Blaze do this in an episode. My kids do watch it. He kind of transforms into stuff. Got like a shark one here. But they kept making episodes later on, so I really don't know. It must be from the first season. It definitely says 14. Might be a dragon. Try a dragon. Tough part when you have the guy the show is named after, you can't really narrow the search down. Oh, there we go. Dino. It's going to be something like that. Dino Blaze. So we got 16 bucks on that guy. 16. That's kind of what I was hoping to see. 15. 26. So we're around 15 right now. Oh, sell something? Yeah, I sold something. I don't know. Saturday, ain't going out the door for a bit, so. Okay, so we had a 17 sell, and then this one's still in the package, and then the search thing is not showing us everything. The fact that that's sold for 17, I'm just going to do 15 on it as a variant. All right, we already added Crusher. All right, what else we got? Grabbed 2 more VTEX. I stopped buying them for a bit because I was getting backed up on them, and then all of a sudden they started selling again. So I did a video where I talked about I had so many of these. I had 10 of them, so I made a listing of 3 for 10 bucks to see, maybe people would buy them not individually. And what ended up happening is I started selling the fire truck to the point I had to delist the 3 for 10 because I ran out of individuals for 7. So I think I have 1 left I can add. So we're just checking this. I think he works. I think these batteries are no good. I'm just pulling them out of toys, so I don't really care if they work or not. These might be better. I really need to get a good set of batteries and just to make sure there's not something wrong with it. I think this had some, I recall. Maybe not. I had batteries on the desk that I know were good, but I don't know what I did with them. I think I actually used them for something. Or I tested something and left them in it. Also entirely possible. In fact, that's probably what I did. I tested out something and sent them out. Whatever. Find some combination here. So yeah, it like doesn't have enough power to do the whole thing if the battery's weak, but if it's not flat out not working, I think we're okay. I don't like that this one is not doing the same thing though. Any battery. These apparently don't work at all. Oh my god. Okay. Finally got a set of batteries that work dead. I'm just gonna hurl these out. Into the landfill you go. So that's possibly a topical conversation right now, but hey. Let's see. We got VTech. Hey, shut him off. So we got one that I'm selling for 8. I got the blue variant for 9. And then we got the fire truck. I'm out. I sold out of VTech fire trucks. I went from 10 to nothing in like a month and a half. Sweet. All right. So now the question becomes, what do I sell it for? I'll probably stick with whatever the last price was. I think that's a 7. And however many of these I may drop this to 7 as well, just to see. We'll just assume I'm going to do that. And that'll put us there. All right, so I grabbed this because it said Bondi. I grab anything that says Bondi because this stuff tends to have a chance of being very valuable and holding value long term. So it doesn't do well on a desk, but you can do it with your fingers, and it's pretty cool if it worked. Yeah, anyways. Don't know what intellectual property it's from. I don't know if it's complete. It says 2002. So we'll check out 2002 Bondi and see what looks about right. Not a clue what any of this is. Oh, here we go. Here he is. Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Thunderstorm Megazord. Okay. So it's Power Rangers. Ninja Storm, we'll go with that because he had a lot of titles. Megazord. Okay. Yeah, he's out there. Anybody looking for it? That's the question. Power Ranger stuff does pretty well, but they have so much of it that, yeah, I think it tends to get lost in the shuffle at times. Not seeing the exact guy. They were selling for 9. Oh, here we have Thunderstorm Lion. So try that. Thunderstorm Lion. 2. Okay. We got one for 15 with the paperwork. We got one for like 8. So there's only 9 for sale, so that, 2 sell through actually is really good. And you can see when something supply and demand, right? Very small supply. There's only 8 actual ones out there. So the price disparity here is ridiculous. $30 down to going to be the cheapest guy, so 9 would be the cheapest. So we'll just do 8 because I paid less than $1 for it. I don't know if we're going to beat last year. We're not trending well. I haven't gotten anything big, but there's big stuff coming, so we'll see. I think we got one other Power Ranger. Another guy. I did want to show something on this, though. When you're looking at toys, there's a telltale sign that you may not want to grab it, especially if it's battery powered. And that telltale sign, if you can see, is this screw is rusty. So this was likely either played with outside or in a bathtub. For this, it might be okay, but for anything battery operated, obviously it's going to be no good. So I don't know what this guy's gig is exactly. It looks like his head swaps maybe. His chest opens. You can flip his head around, and then he... menacing look. It's very articulated. And articulation generally corresponds to value. I'm guessing it's another ninja guy, Ninja Storm, like the last thing. Same year, so that would make sense that the same child would have it. So put in Ninja Storm. Try to catch. Oh, okay. First one. Triple Zord, Red Crimson. Red Crimson is a really stupid name unless that's just them describing it. That may be it. Triple Zord. We'll try that. It's hard to tell when somebody's making shit up. Alright, so this is definitely the guy down here. Crimson Thunder, that's a better name. So we're looking at like $9. He seems complete. Or at least nobody else is selling weapons, so... Crimson Thunder. 72, but these aren't all the same one. Triple. Too convoluted. 67. Could be the search feature, or this guy's just not selling. Yeah, we got nothing. We got his name in here. We can have it. And there's plenty of them right here. This guy is just not selling. Look at the price point here and see if that's the problem. So look at $10. 12. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to list them, honestly. Triple Zord. We're gonna really test the search feature here. He definitely exists on the search engine on that one. And nobody wants this thing. I don't know why. He's just not selling. The other one at least was like a 10 of them for sale and however many, 3 sold. Something like that. This guy's just flat out not selling. Ninja Storm. Is this the guy? It's the talking version. Spear balls? Like, is that this? I don't know if I have the wrong Everybody's wrong is the problem. People piggyback off listings all the time and don't understand what they put in necessarily. That's why I like to find the package, because you know that is actually what it's called. Now this isn't a talking one because there's nowhere to put a battery, even though the body looks the same. I think I'm just going to skip listing, because honestly, oh, did I not see that? So this is the guy. Triple Transformation, Ninja Storm, Crimson Thunder, let's put Ninja Storm and see if the search thing is just not working well. So 1,500 Ninja Storms, 188 sold, so the sell-through is not great. We have Crimson Thunder Turbo. I think certain words just confuse the search engine, but we're not seeing this guy sold at all. And package. Yeah, I'm just going to not list him, honestly. Rather than come back to this later and wonder why he never sold. I'll give him to my kids. They'll think he's super cool. They'll call him a Transformer. And he's been in the bathtub, and that's going to be a problem, obviously. Like, I don't get what this thing is, but whatever. Transforms into something. It's a triple transformation, but like, I don't quite get what he would become, even. Pretty weird. Yeah, we'll pass on that. And we got like one more thing in this bag, and then we're going to get to the make or break. I think that's a Fortnite guy. I don't do Fortnite. It feels cheap. I asked the kid selling it, is this Fortnite? And he said yes. But also, if you're talking to a kid and you're an adult and he's in an uncomfortable situation, he might have just said that. Has a lot of articulation. Jazzwares, and they make the Fortnite stuff 2019 Epic. So yeah, he didn't lie to me. This is Fortnite. So we're gonna figure out which Fortnite guy it is. I've never played. There he is, Jonesy. I think I've sold a Jonesy, or I have a Jonesy maybe. So just straight up, that looks about the same. That's a 12-inch, this is not. 4-inch, this is not. All right, 6, makes more sense. His arms come off, like on purpose. No, left arm broken. Okay, never mind. So yeah, it doesn't come with anything. All right, we'll just see what they're going for. 137. One sold. The 4-inch, like G.I. Joe style one, but they're down here. 14, 12. Let's do, he's a nice figure. We'll do 8. Do that. All right, I think that's it. Now we can get to, it's going to be a lot. We're going to have to pause and really go through it, but we'll dig into the make or break item that I took a chance on, because I don't know anything about them, but I've heard they're very valuable. So, without further ado, saw these. I've never really gotten into them, never bought them. Littlest Pet Shop. So I don't know if by virtue that they're in the game, like, I don't know how many are in here. It says includes 5 minutes. A lot of them. So the reason I did this is because they were 10 cents each. And I just set up, you know what, I'm not counting. She's like, well, just give me a couple bucks. This is going to be a process. It's going to have to be a Google Lens thing because there's no way I'm going through every single one. But for $2, that guy don't even want to do nothing. For $2, there's no way I could not at least take a stab at this. Fire. I don't know if they're all bobbleheads, if that's a thing. Seems like maybe it's a thing. There's a lot. So $2, whatever. So we're going to Google Lens it, and then we're going to go back through, and I'll let you know what I found. For a while, went down the rabbit hole on Littlest Pet Shop. I'd heard these had value. I didn't know anything about them. I've seen them. I've never taken a shot at them because they're generally pricing me out in what that I'm not comfortable paying like $2 each on something. Never really was able to Google Lens them because you can't do it through plastic, and I just did not think that they would be valuable. I was terribly wrong. The sell-through rate on these is anywhere from 25 to over 100%. Like these 4, here there's a turtle, a hermit crab, a monkey, chimpanzee. They're like $7. They'll go, maybe. I have 2. I have a short-haired Siamese exclusive and a boxer puppy. These both have over 100% sell-through rate at $30 and up. The majority of these come in at $12 a piece. And it's a classic example of an actual collectible. There is a finite amount of these, and the demand is generally really good. Most of these, there may be 50 of each online, and people are buying them. So I was not sure if I was going to be able to beat last year. Last year was, I spent $19 and came away with 160. It ain't even close this year. Almost 10 times. And it's really thanks to this, but this is something I probably wouldn't have pulled the trigger on last year, and now I know. Now I'm going to be more diligent about this. I'm going to have to dig into it and learn a little more about it. None of them were worthless. There's enough of a collector base out there, and they're rare enough where none of them had no value. Some people do list 3 at a time, but it's generally to get like $15 or $20 out of the 3. There are a few broken ones. There are a few bogus ones. These are something that people have taken to forging. There's offshoots. Bratz had a version. I found a couple of those. I tossed them out. But yeah, this was a very good yard sale day. So if you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.